Alright, folks, welcome back to another episode of Odyssey Life. I'm Bernie.
Yeah.
This is the Odyssey Life Workshop, and I'm super stoked you stopped by today because today we're jumping back on the GT250 Honda Odyssey giveaway machine, guys. We're super excited about that. After a week off and a trip up to see Joe from Odyssey TV over the Thanksgiving holiday, we came back bearing gifts for the GT250. We're going to be installing the electric start kit today, minus the motor, the ring gear, the outer housing, everything that goes along with that, as well as our stator and our flywheel. And then we're going to be polishing up the lower air box, to accept our brand new decals that we got for that, so we can make that look better than factory, because that's the standard we set for the GT250. Guys, we're super excited to be back in the garage, super excited that you decided to stop by, and I'm really super excited to get to work. Let's get to work. There's our flywheel and all our hardware to do the work that we need to do for the GT250 power plant, guys. All right, super excited to get wrenching on this bad girl, so let's stop jabbering and start turning some wrenches, guys. All right, let's get to work. Alright folks, here we are at the sexy GT250 power plant, getting ready to install our stator. To do that, we needed some Loctite, so I got some medium strength, thread locker blue, Permatex. Good stuff. I used it on the FL250 stator when we installed that. If you haven't seen that, go right ahead, it's up there. Click a link in the video description, you can check that out. So anyway, is what we got to do first, or is what I would like to do first, is fish this here wire through the grommet through the side of the block. And right here we have our pretty FL250 GT250 engine grommet for our wiring. We're going to go ahead, we're going to fish the wiring through. I always found it's easier to do it this way than it is to try to put the grommet in first and then fish all these wires through the smaller hole in the grommet. And as I said, we're going to need Loctite for this job. It's recommended that you put some thread sealer on your screws, so when your flywheel's in there spinning and doing its thing, stator doesn't come loose and come into contact with the flywheel. It would be a very bad day if that happened. So yeah, put your thread sealer on the bottom of the threads. I like to put it, I mean, we want, since this is medium Loctite, we don't ever hopefully plan on taking this apart. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use a generous amount. Work your way around. Alright, now we're ready for our flywheel and our flywheel key. Gonna go ahead and spin that crank around to put the key up at the 12 o'clock position. Guess that always works better when the spark plug's not in it, but there we go. Joe did give us a brand new keyway, or a brand new key for our keyway. Gonna go ahead and cut that bad boy open. Genuine Honda product here. Alright, now that we got our flywheel installed, next is our ring gear. And then our hub spool spool. Super nice piece of billet aluminum here. And I don't know if you guys noticed or not, this fine one piece. Oh yeah, I already mentioned it. Yeah, so we're gonna put on our hub spool. Then we have our barrel nuts, which are 1/4 inch. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna use Loctite on these threads as well. Actually, let's do it like this. Alright, so let's go ahead. Now that we got that on here, let's go ahead, bolt this bad boy up. And how that goes on there, starter motor goes that way. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna loosely put these in right now since we don't have the starter motor. But I just wanted to install the kit just so we could say we installed it and we can admire how pretty all this aluminum work is. That's our electric start kit, our flywheel, woo-hoo, and our new stator wire. Alright guys, look at that super sexy power plant with our almost complete electric start kit on there, minus the motor. It's just motors are hard to get and we just can't find them. So yeah guys, that's our GT power plant looking sexy with that electric start kit and all that billet aluminum and milled steel gear. We're super excited about that. She's really coming together. Next, what we got going on is we got to buff that out. Joe let us bring that home from his garage. It's not in bad shape, it's just a little tarnished. So we got our buffing wheel and a block of buffing compound over here. Here's our buffing wheel and compound. We'll use that on here. We'll sit down and we'll go ahead and buff that out. We got to wash it first, and that's what I got the Windex for. So, alright guys, I'll see you back here at the bench grinder and we'll have everything set up and we'll get the top of this airbox polished. Super excited to see this baby shine. Alright guys, see you in a second. Alright, here we are at the buffer. We got our buffing wheel. We got our Honda Odyssey airbox cover. Let's make this baby shine. Oh, I guess we have to plug her in. All right, let's make this baby shine. Take two. All right, let's get the buffing. yeah, folks, I don't know. After looking at it, really doesn't look too much better than when I started. I think this one's a little hit. I think we'll probably post on the Odyssey Life Facebook page to see if anyone might have a better one we can use. So if you think you might be able to help, go ahead, bleep bloop it in the comments, or go over to the Odyssey Life Facebook page and let us know you got one that's in a little better condition. We don't mind paying. We'll even pay for shipping. All right, folks, I guess that's it. We got our electric start kit almost put on there. Super exciting. We buffed that out. It's not going to work. Well, the search continues. Only the best for the GT250, guys. All right, I'll see you for the outro. All right, folks, what'd you think of that? It's been a while since we back in the Odyssey Life garage. Well, not a while. It's only been a week, but a week feels like a lifetime when this is your happy place. I hope you enjoyed the episode this week. The GT250 power plant is starting to look super fantastic, guys. Can't wait to get that driven clutch on the transmission when Comet decides to get them in stock. So then we can go ahead and slap our power plant in between those frame rails, like I already said, and give our GT250 power plant, a permanent home. Super excited, guys. It is a bummer about that airbox lid not buffing out the way we wanted it. I had dreams of mirror shines, but it just didn't happen. So as I said, if you think you can help and you have one that's shinier than the one we just buffed, go ahead, put it in the comments, or head over to the Odyssey Life Facebook page. While you're over there, join, become a member. Go ahead and post on the wall, hey, I got an airbox cover. Maybe you can message me directly. Let me know if you don't want to put it out there public, because as soon as people find out you got Odyssey parts, you become the man that everybody wants to talk to. So, all right, guys, as I always say, all this cool stuff in the Odyssey Life Garage is sponsored by our proud sponsor, Joe from OdysseyTV. If you don't know about him, Joe's a premier place for FL250 and 350 parts. So head on over to odysseylifebybernie.com. Get something to keep your machine running, guys. So, hey, I don't know, super exciting, guys. We got a big episode next week. New plastics will be here. We might do a foot tub restoration. Get those plastics slapped on the GT250. Then we can start seeing it. Right, guys? All right. Well, hey, you guys, as I always say, if you're riding this weekend, guys, stay safe, wear a helmet, and don't forget, it ain't work if you're having fun, guys. See you next week.